Hello everyone. It is me, Sarah, and I am here alone today to stream. I do thank you for letting me know I am muted. I was not aware. So, hello everyone. Can you hear me all right? There we go. Now y'all can hear me. Yeah, apologies for that. I know this stream's a bit random and a bit unprofessional, but I just wanted to at least stream um since it's been a while and just, chill and get to talk to everyone here since it's been a while. So, how has everyone been? Yes, I have been gone for too long. Um, yeah, this stream is basically a bit of just a kind of like chill, kind of get the chat, stream to be able to maybe talk about some ideas and plans I have for the channel, as well as um, just to hang out and just kind of answer questions if there are any. So, yeah. If I do get quiet, I'm just looking at the chat, so. Hmm. As for me, I'll be honest, I could be doing much better, but I mean, today hasn't been too bad. Today has actually been pretty good, pretty chill, kind of boring. But I'm doing all right as far as like today. Um, so yeah. All right, so I think we got, a good decent amount of people here. I can't really pull up my chat on my phone because it's not working to see how many people we got, but um so let me explain really quickly kind of where I've been. I've I've been dealing with a lot of things I won't mention. Just kind of mostly dealing with situations and also like a lot of IRL stuff. Been really tired, so I haven't really been able to either record or stream or just like a lot of stuff that kind of gets in the way. Or just not having motivation to do it. Not that I don't have motivation to record, it's just, like how stress kind of brings down motivation. It's more like that, if I'm being honest. Believe me, I will assure everyone here right now that this channel is not going anywhere. I have way too many ideas, so this channel's not going anywhere. It would just take a while to get them out and done, but believe me, I have a lot in store. So, yeah, it will take time, but I promise you, this channel will not go anywhere. And even if it would, I would let you guys know. I would not just leave you guys in the dust without an explanation. Um, so, uh, as for the channel, or should I say channels, because I do still have the multi-zone mania, it's a tongue twister, channel as well that I'm working on, and I do have a video recorded. I just need to add music and then get it out. It's just with everything that's been going on, I have not been able to work on it, and I am editing for Dragon, so I have been working on other things as well. Uh, so it's just like a lot of stuff I have to balance between what to get done and such. So there will be updates on the other channel as well. So, uh, but as for the other channel, no other further updates except for there is a video on the way. It will be revolved around Team Sonic. Um, because honestly, in my opinion, there's not enough of that. We need more of those three to hang out. So, um, yeah. As for this channel, however, like I will be honest, I've been wanting to get spooky Halloween content out this month, but I haven't been able to do so as I have planned. But if I can get to it, I will. I'm hoping to do a comic dub actually of one of the recent IDW comics. That's if I can get that around in time. Uh, but if not that, I'm hoping to do at least something, maybe a stream or two. Uh, basically, um, I have a lot of plans. I just hope to meet them. Uh, and I will say this. If anything involves, let's say, Sarah the Hedgehog or any characters that are already busy story-wise, like how she's going back home to her home dimension, those will be more like future content or one-offs because I haven't been able to continue that story just yet since that one is going to be followed up with a very important and big video that's going to be much more in the planning. So anything you see with Sarah or anything else will be like future content or one-offs or something. So try not to worry too much about the continuity there. Um, as for that, um, as for that, let me see. I also want to bring up, I know I've been getting a lot of requests, and they're completely understandable of bringing in characters, bringing them back, like Sonica, Koi Shidina, Xena, and a few others. And believe me, I want to bring them back. I plan to. I just need to find the right time. Um, and as well as I'm kind of waiting on some of the new models as well, because let's just say you might see a new cool Shadina. You know, just a little hint there. But yeah, I'm waiting on some models. I'm waiting on opportunities because the thing is, when it comes to videos, I love to have fun with them, but I also like them to kind of make sense, or at least give it some reason to be a thing. Like, it's a little tough on me to just kind of do random stuff. I kind of want it to at least have some form of a plot. It doesn't always need to be story related. So, I just want to, when I plan something, I try to keep in mind, will it be entertaining for both me and the audience? I want it to be entertaining and something that is hopefully fresh, if not fresh, at least, interesting enough to keep the attention. So, that's why maybe you haven't seen certain characters for so long because I'm trying to really plan out things properly, with characters and such. Um yes, that's correct. Like I do appreciate everyone's patience. I really do. Believe me, I have to have patience myself cuz my mind is like a swirling tornado of ideas and like it's kind of hard to pick out which ones I want to do here and there. So that's basically the best way I can explain it there. And yeah. Hey, I see my bro Blader in the chat. What's up, man? And I see a bunch of everyone else too, like Cookie, Jay. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you guys for stopping on by. Honestly, thank you. Like I was not expecting to do a stream this late, but I figured it's not too late, so I could stream a little bit. But and I do apologize if I don't have my thoughts all together. It's again, this was kind of random on the spot kind of thing. But yeah, definitely you will see those characters come back, and I do plan to bring Xena back. I plan to bring back all of those characters, including Tails. For Tails, I have a lot planned. Do not worry. He is the main boy of the channel, and that is what I'm planning to bring back. Right now, I've just been kind of trying to focus on getting out some of the OC stuff out of the way so I could focus more on those other things. Like, bringing Sarah back home and this and that, and get some of her backstory shown, and, um, just all that other stuff. I'm trying to get that done. I'm trying to get back to the Mayhem arc. Something recently happened, which I will not say what, but I will need to find some backup VAs. So it will be a bit before I get certain characters back on the channel. I need backup VAs. I would kindly ask not to ask me what happened or why, but just know that if you hear any voice changes, at least for a while, it's just because I'm gonna need them for a while. Um, but yeah, so we will be able to see the main characters. We'll get to see some of the OCs again still. Um, things like that. And we will continue the Mayhem arc and the other stories. It's just for right now, if I can help it, I'd like to try to get some Halloween themed stuff out. Because last year I missed my chance, so yeah. Also, let me take a look at the chat a little bit. Hey Andy, what's up, man? hmm Yeah, I really do appreciate y'all's patience because honestly, you know, when it comes to content or just in the channels in general, I want to be clear that it's not about like sure, the money is nice, but that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on bringing entertainment and bringing, you know, something nice to listen to or watch, in the meantime while you're going for your day. It's like I want to record when I'm also in the mood. That way, I'm bringing joy through my acting, and I can bring joy to others by having fun with it. I don't want it to feel like a chore. And so I want it to be enjoyable for both me as well as my audience. So that's why a lot of times it takes me a while to record. Like, let's say if I'm not in the best mood or I'm not feeling well, I want to be able to put my all into it for you guys and for myself. Because, I want to also enjoy it. So that's also another reason why it might take a bit for me to get content out. Um, as well as I am helping others with different projects. I won't say what they are so that, there's no spoilers, but I am helping others as well. So that is another reason why um, I will be busy. But uh, yeah, let me check the chat really quickly because I don't want to miss any of the comments. So. Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, feel free. I know it's not a Q&A, but hey, it's just a chill stream for all of us just to hang out. So, yeah. Um, can I give any previews, like any new voices? Unfortunately not today. My voice hasn't been the best. I slept in most of the day, I'll be honest. So I kind of have a somewhat gritty, kind of sleepy voice a little bit going on. But the only reason I might sound hyper, I just had coffee, so. But today I won't be able to, but definitely in the future I might do maybe an in-character stream or a stream in general to kind of show off some new voices perhaps. Uh, let me see. Yes, exactly. It's like art. You can't rush art. That is very true. That is very true. I couldn't have said it better myself. So, all right. Oh, there's the chat. Do do do. All right. Hey Sarah, Reza and I just got done doing our Minecraft stream. Hey, nice. And I haven't played Minecraft in so long. Hmm. Hey, it's nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, honestly. Like, oop, sorry about that. My Siri went off. uh, which I am hoping to get back to Minecraft myself, actually. I still have to work on the Menace's base, if I'm being honest. So, yes, I was going to mention that actually. Yes, Cookie, I am using the ArtStat render for the profile picture, and I do have a reason for that actually, which I will get into in just a moment here. Right now I'm just reading the chat because again, I don't want to miss anything, so. Aw, that's really nice of you to say. And one of the things that makes you cool is that you give your fans actual answers as opposed to other Sonic VA channels. I honestly really appreciate you saying that because That's honestly what I want to do. I actually want to be personable with, you know, my supporters and stuff because, you know, if it weren't for you guys, I would not, be able to do what I am doing now as big as I am now. I don't even care about the views. I don't care about the money. I don't care about like how many subscribers. I just enjoy being able to bring entertainment and sharing my stories. That's something I've always wanted to do. And I feel you guys deserve the answers. Like, instead of being sitting there wondering, like, what's going on, you know? And, you know, I don't know. It's just something I like to do. I like to actually be a little bit more personable, actually, you know, chill and, you know, give you guys answers to what really matters, honestly, because honestly, I wanted to do this stream as well to kind of get all of our minds off any recent events that's been going on. I'm sure y'all can guess what I'm talking about. I do not like bringing drama or anything. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do a nice, chill stream and just relax and think of something positive. That's what we all need. Something positive to get our minds off things. So that's really what I'm here for, to just at least hope to bring a little bit of positivity. So, yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Let's see. What are your plans for your channel after the Mayhem arc is over and complete? Well, we will still see more of Mayhem. Um, just in a different way, because I have another story that kind of follows after that, but it won't necessarily be an arc. It just kind of continues after that. But I'm not gonna say anything because it'll be spoilers, but I'm pretty sure it'll be interesting. There's plenty of plans I have, that besides Mayhem. I will talk about a few of them here in a moment. Let's see. Hi, Sarah. What's Sonica doing? Um, yes, I do need to bring back Sonica at the moment. I'm just gonna say that she's out on adventures, but you will probably see Sonica again. Not like I'm referring to, like, not on my channel, but I can't tell you what's gonna happen. That'd be spoiler territory. But Sonica will be back, I promise. And I do plan to do a few videos of her very soon. I just need to ask anyone if they're interested in joining, and again, I want to plan out stuff that makes sense instead of just making it random nonsense. I actually want it to be something that makes sense. It doesn't always have to be serious. It can be funny, it can be random, but just not too random to where it's like, what on earth's going on? So I promise you, I'll definitely bring back Sonica. Especially now that it's Halloween time, that gives me an idea. I might bring back Werehog Sonica, so stay tuned for that. Let's see. Good question. Hello, I was wondering, will Sarah meet Art Sarah in the future? Why, yes, she will actually, because I I thought it would be funny if those two met, and I have a way how they're gonna probably meet. And to be honest, actually, it will be important if they meet, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. But let's just say their meeting will be a little bit important because of something I have planned with Art Sarah in the future. So let's just say the Sarahs will be very important to meeting for certain reasons in the future. So yeah, they'll definitely meet though. They'll definitely meet. Um, how does Becky fit in the whole Sonic world? Good question. She's a normal Mobian like everyone else. Um, See, I made her different, however, because um you usually see in, like, comics, for example, whether it be like dinosaurs, horses, or something like that, you usually see them as their actual animal self. Like, let's say the horse is like the normal four-legged, um, rideable kind of horse, the normal animal type. And I was like, I still want, that to be a thing, but I'm like, how can I do that? And I actually came up with an idea. You see, Becky has two forms, her Mobian normal self and a rideable horse form. The reason she can transform into that let's just say horses, at least in my little canon, basically they've been secretly experimented on to be able to have that ability to change. Mm-hmm. And it's not any kind of like ethical kind of like experiments. They were kind of forced into it. So, yeah, and actually, Bandit saved Becky after that had happened, after he found out that secret. So that's why they're so close and have like a brother-sister bond. But yeah, she basically fits in like everyone else as far as being a Mobian. Um, since she's a horse, she's much taller. So, it's kind of like how Vector as a crocodile is much taller than most Mobians. Kind of the same thing with her as well. So, yep, basically normal Mobian, but can turn into a normal rideable horse form that she carries Bandit around on. So, yeah. Resident Evil Man 99, thank you so much for the 4.99 donation. I really appreciate that. Interesting video idea for you. A hangout video with Tails and Dr. Falcon. I hear they're both geniuses. Huh. Honestly, I don't think I know who Dr. Falcon is necessarily. I might. But yeah, if I can possibly find someone to play him, I could totally check that out. I mean, if they're both geniuses, it would make a lot of sense. Because that would be kind of interesting to have Tails meet other geniuses, actually. Hmm. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. Will there be a possible arc involving Fanta? Just curious since I have been curious about her character and her interactions with a certain demon hunter. Ah, right. You're talking about Blade, aren't you? Well, guess what? She is involved in an arc, which is, well, Dragon's Arc, but she will be on my channel very soon. And I do plan to have some things happen with her. Now, as far as an arc goes, I would like to plan something, but at the moment, I'm not entirely sure what that can be. But believe me, she will definitely be on my channel, hopefully very soon, especially since I have the model. I can do a whole lot with her now. And so, one video idea I can tell you guys about that I have in mind is I want to have, well, most likely nice Shadina since, well, uh, it'd be kind of hard to do both cool Shadina and Fanta, but I'm thinking maybe if Peace is up for it, if she wants to do nice Shadina, maybe versus Fanta, that could be an idea because I don't know if I said this yet, but Phantom and Shadow do not like each other whatsoever. So it's very natural for Fanta and Shadina to not like each other. So yeah, you never know. I I will definitely be thinking of ideas for Fanta, that's for sure. All right, let me see. I'm gonna read a few more, and then I'm gonna get on with some of um the updates I had planned. Let's see. Do do. Yes, that is very true there, Blader. Entertainment is the main key to having a channel, very much so. Yes, that is very, very true. Yep, exactly. Quality over quantity. That's exactly right. I agree with that completely. Because if you do quantity and it doesn't have good quality, like I don't know, it's just not as good. Not saying it can't be, but and it feels more like a chore, you know, like you could stress yourself out by trying to get more out without actual substance to it. So, yeah, let's see. Do, do, do. That I really appreciate that. Comments like this just really put a smile on my face, honestly, because like it's just something I really want. The fact that that people really enjoy the channel, saying that it's one of the best Sonic channels. I thank you, because honestly, I feel like it could be better, but that really does encourage me and make me feel really good about it. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, the first stream that you're attending? Well, welcome. Thank you for attending, actually. I know this isn't as probably professional as some of my other ones, but eh, it is what it is, right? It is a late night stream and kind of did it on the spur of the moment, so yeah. Oops, I might have accidentally zoomed for the chat there by an accident, so if I miss anything, I do apologize. All right, let me try to go back and catch up. Um, oof. Uh, ooh. Hey, hello, Sarah, and one question. What ideas do you have in Tails EXE, and different characters in the future in the VR chat? Well, if I can get to it, I definitely want to bring back Tails EXE, like the actual Tails EXE. I don't think I really had the chance to play him except for on the Speedy Blue channel. Um, but I do plan to bring him in. I had an idea for it. I don't know if I'll be able to get it done before Halloween. But I do have an interesting idea, and let's just say certain Tailreen people might be happy. I mean, what? Anyways, but for Tails, I have an arc planned that kind of follows after Frontiers, as well as a movie planned with a certain OC of mine, which I will not spoil. So I have plenty of plans. Sadly, I don't think I can say too much because it might spoil, but trust me, I really think the ideas I have in mind y'all will hopefully like. And if if I have VAs who can do Cream who would be interested, I want to bring back more Tails and Cream content. I I need to bring those two back, honestly. And I plan to have Tails also interact with more kid characters like Charmy. I think Ray is a kid, right? I'm sorry, I cannot remember his age. Jay, if you're in the chat still, please let me know if Ray's a kid still or not. The comics and games kind of make it hard to know what is what, but yeah. All right, let me see. Do I plan to make more? Oh wait, do you plan to make more arcs in the near future on your channel? Yes, I do. Right now, I'm trying to get the Mayhem one done first, or at least work alongside it and work on the other stuff. But they definitely will take time, but definitely will do more arcs. I'm gonna try to then not make them too long or too complicated. I'm the kind of person who likes to try to get to the point, but not like put in too much filler. So I have to try and plan them out to where they make sense and, follow a decent enough storyline that's not too complicated. So yeah, there will definitely be more arcs. I just have to plan them out. Also, I do apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. The coffee kind of affects me a little bit. Let's see. Oof, my thing jumped again. My chat. Um, While I'm trying to catch up with the chat, does Where Fox Tales exist? Well, not yet, but I will say this, for a very long time now, I have been thinking of that actually. I just haven't been able to actually do something like that, but believe me, I would love to do that because that was an idea I had in mind for a good while now. I'd have to figure out how it would happen though. That's the only thing. Okay, I think I caught up with the chat. Ah, oh, and what if Sonica versus Nazra? That gets me interesting. Honestly, I had that in mind, as well as with Shadina. And a certain Sarah Genderben. Yes, I plan to bring back Saxton. And I just I've been planning some stuff out with him as well. I just haven't been able to record it yet. And because this stuff takes time to plan and to get it down right. So that's kind of why that's been taking a bit. But believe me, he'll be returning sometime in the future. I promise. As long as my friends who VA for them are still cool with it and still up for it, hey, I'm down to do any of that. So, all right, let's see. Oh, I think about something. What happened if Nazo met Nazra? That's also planned. Though I'm not exactly sure if you see there was plans for that, but since we haven't got to it, I've been kind of wanting to do it on my own, but I want to be respectful and see what everyone's cool with before I do any planning on that. But I definitely do want those two to meet, so I definitely do. All right, let's see. Do. I do apologize if I have to skip a little bit so that I can catch up, but let's see. These are a lot of great ideas, honestly. And if you guys have ideas, feel free to put them in the comments after the stream because I do read comments. I'm not always able to reply to them, but I do always read them. I always love reading the comments. So if you guys ever have any ideas, I do consider ideas. They might not always appear right away, but believe me, I always bring them into consideration. All right, let's see. Hmm. Okay, so now that I think I'm caught up a little bit, um, I'm going to I'm going to get on to the. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, okay. Are we going to see more of the Sarah EXE and Tails EXE arc? So that's not exactly an arc. I mean, I guess you can kind of say it is. I guess, but um. Yes, we will see more of that. We will definitely see more of that, though I do need to find a backup VA for Shadow EXE. He's going to be coming back as well. And because of that, I'm going to need a new VA, and once I get the new VA, I will get continuing on that because me and Chris actually have things planned with those two as to why we're building up to it. And yeah, we'll definitely be seeing more of that. Um, let me see. I'm not sure when, but yeah, we'll definitely be getting onto that story continuing as well. So let's see. I knew I saw. Oh, question for Sarah. Will you do VR chat videos with fans in the future? I do plan to, though I'm trying to figure out how because I tend to get a lot of audio cuts, so I can't have too many people in one world, so I would have to try to organize getting a certain amount of people into it. But I would like to try to get, fans involved as well. I would just have to think of how exactly. But yeah, I mean, I've been considering that. If I ever am able to, I would like to do a video maybe where people can come in as like background characters or something. But when it comes to videos, I will need to direct on how it will go. And as long as people are able to listen and follow along, then people are more than welcome to hop in. We can't have too many though, because a lot of times in videos, if there's too many people and depending on the world, it can lag people. So if I ever offer people to be able to join videos, it will have to be limited from time to time. So that's just a little heads up in case I ever do videos like that. And also, it does depend on the comfortableness of the other VAs I may or may not be working with. To Sarah, are you a member of Team Eternity? If not, will you be one? Art Sarah is actually. Well, I am both out in and out of character because it's also an out of character thing. Um, but in character, Art Sarah is, which, by the way, Art Sarah, in case you do not know, is the one in the profile picture. She's the alternate version of my character. Instead of being a detective, she's an artist. And for those who also do not know about Art Sarah's character, um, you will see her you can see her mostly on Dragon's channel, but she will be coming to my channel because I have a lot planned for her. A lot. She might just be some simple artist too at the moment, but believe me, there's a whole lot more to her story I'm developing, and you will not want to miss it. Actually, I plan to remaster the original video I had with Sarah and Tails when they met. So, because now I have the Art Sarah model. So, if you see a read, like, basically, I also plan to do that. That's another channel update I want to bring up. Some old videos I would like to remaster. Kind of like how Sarah went dark form on Phantom, basically. Now that I have the model of my character and her dark form, you actually get to see that. And two, I don't think I did very well with my performance. So you might see repeat videos, maybe done a little bit differently, because it wasn't scripted or anything. It was just basically went off like an idea of how this went down. But you will see revamped videos, like redone, remastered. Um, Maybe sometimes they'll have the new models or something, and hopefully better acting on my end. Because back then it was a little bit harder to convey emotion. Because I will be honest, it's a little bit harder to convey emotion in my character than it is like in Tails or something. So yeah, if you see a rehash of a video, you know, I will put in the title somewhere like remastered, and then you guys can know that it's a past video being fixed up. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that idea. If you do, let me know, because I want to do it if you guys will enjoy it. Uh, it won't be every video getting revamped. It's just like a few I think could use a remaster. So, and I apologize, I'm feeling the hyperness coming in from the coffee. So. uh, Let's see. I'm just trying to read the chat. Uh, hmm. I do see a lot of great ideas, honestly, so yee, feel free to put them in the comments. That way I can see them later, because for some reason YouTube is not letting me see live chats on my live streams and stuff, which is really a bummer because I like going back and rewatching the live chat, and especially if I miss anything, because sometimes when it goes by fast, I miss everything. So yeah, honestly, I don't know what's going on or how to fix that, but I do honestly like going back and reading comments. It's just something I enjoy doing. So, all right, let me take a look at these and all right, so I'm gonna explain this really quickly. Art Sarah is basically another version of Sarah from a completely another world, and she basically her story at the moment, how she like appeared in the quote unquote modern zone. I'll call it that since modern Sonic, modern Tales. I play modern Tales. Um, she comes from another dimension, and she's another version of my character, the normal Sarah, the one that you've been seeing. And basically what happens is she one day she had found a pen and a tablet on the ground, and it was actually a very special tablet because when she was like, "Huh, wonder who lost this?" like she started drawing on it and noticed it can actually make like these weapons, like or these whatever she draws actually. So whatever she draws, uh, it will be created. And she's like, "That's really interesting. I don't know where this tablet came from. No one's really claiming it. I guess I'll hold on to it until someone, comes to claim it or something." So she keeps the pad and pen. It's like an iPad, and then eventually when she met Sonic and them, she kind of wanted to help and be, helpful. And she's like, maybe I can use this to help them. So she became friends with them, used it, and uses it in battle. Now she's still learning on how to be a better drawer, how to be a better uh, at using that to help combat like enemies, like Eggman, for example. And one day, while having an Eggman battle with with him and with Sonic and them, she was trying to draw a shield, but she got messy with it and it accidentally created a portal and she fell through. That's where she fell through and landed in the modern zone in Dragon's house. Dragon the Hedgehog. And so they met. He's like, "Where'd you come from?" She did not know how to get back to her world, so he offered her a place to stay, which was his place, and, let her stay there for a while. And she got to meet some friends, like, all of them from Team Eternity, like Chilled, AG, Zoe, uh, hold on, Chilled, AG, Zoe, and Alex. And then, uh, it's been like over a year or more, as she was like learning to get her art skills back up. She goes to art class to better her skills in being quicker and more efficient, especially while fighting, and trying to get back to her home world, which she met Modern Tales a while ago. He gave her a portal ring and said it should get her back home with the right coordinates. Now, she hasn't gone there yet, but let me tell you this. In the future, she will be going back home. She will. And we're going to see a whole lot new development with that once she starts heading home. So, and also in case if you do not know, as of now, like, um, Art Sarah and Dragon the Hedgehog are together, but we will have to see what happens when she heads back home, because she will be conflicted, I'll say that. Will she want to stay? Will she just want to visit? So she will find her own struggles, but also she'll be finding some great things. But that's all I'm going to say without spoiling anything further. Ha! That's actually a good way to put it there, Tree Blue. Like, yeah, almost like Green Lantern, I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Will these changes delete your old videos or something? Nope, that will not delete any old videos. That the remasters are basically like, and I'm not sure how to explain it. I kind of want to say an evolution of what the old videos are like. So if, let's say someone looked back on the old videos and be like, "Oh, cool, this is how it was back then," and then you look at the remasters like, "Man, that's pretty cool. Like this is like how it is now." Like you get to see the development and like maybe the improvement of some videos or something if it does turn out better, like I'd be more than happy to keep them both up because it would just kind of because I don't want to get rid of the hard work that we put into those old videos as well because we also had very much fun with those old videos. So I definitely would not want to get rid of them, honestly, and I would love to look back on them and say, "Wow, I came a long way." So, yeah, they will definitely not be deleted, I promise. The only times I'll delete old videos, which I have in the past, is if um, certain circumstances that are bad happens, and then I feel like they need to be taken down. That is the only reason. All right, so I think. Hmm. Okay, this is a question I am curious about. Since there is a version of the seven menaces from Alex's world, will Sarah possibly meet them? That is up to Alex if he would like me to. I honestly would not mind that, honestly, because yeah, I mean if she met other versions of the menaces, that would be pretty cool, honestly. But yeah, that would be up to Alex, but I mean I'd be down. Will Art Sarah have a werehog form? I was considering it, but for right now, probably not unless she somehow gets it from her own world. Uh, because the way that Detective Sarah got it, she's close to the Sonic in the modern zone, and so that's how she ended up getting it. But as for Art Sarah, it would probably have to be something else taking place in her world, so I might think about it. But if not, she may not have a werehog form, but she will have her own forms of her own, though. I'll tell you that. um, Hi Sarah, can you upload Tails and Sonic a Play Sonic World? The problem with that is I am very limited on what I can and can't do, which is often why you do see more more VR chat than anything. It's a lot easier for me, and I don't really have the game, and I can't record nearly as many things as everyone else. Now, if I had some help, maybe, but as of right now, won't be able to. Um, and I haven't really switched between Tails and Sonica yet, so that might be a bit tricky. But if I'm able to in the future, I may give that a try. Yeah. I got an idea. Xena and Sarah, would you rather? That would be interesting. Though switching between characters can be a bit tough, so I will have to consider that. But I am considering on getting backup VAs for my characters, like even from like me and Mayhem, which little heads up in the Mayhem arc, there will be times, like maybe one or two times, you will hear Mayhem with a different voice. That's only so I can have a backup so I don't have to keep like switching between characters. So yeah, and sometimes I'll even do that with Tails. Like let's say if I'm playing a version of Tails and someone else has to play the modern Tails for me, like let's say Tails versus Miles or something, then you might hear someone else voicing Tails just to make it a little bit easier. All right, I'll read one more from here and then I will continue uh, what I was gonna update. Let's see. Do. Hey, Chilled. Nice to see you. All right. Oops, sorry about that. I meant to click on something else. Oh, okay. The site is down and there isn't a good replacement. Ah, so that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Then may not be able to do that, but definitely if I can think of anything else besides Sonic World, I could have those two still interact. So, all right. So I'm going to continue with some of the updates because I haven't got to them yet. So if anyone has seen, which I'm sure many has, but if anyone has missed it, I recently uploaded a new intro for a side series, basically a series in itself that doesn't connect directly with the continuity of the channel. So that way I can do more stuff with Sarah, because, right now she's heading to her home dimension to take care of some stuff. But this is separate so I can actually do stuff with her, elsewhere. So the side series is with the Chaotix. And I've been meaning to do this for a long time because I've been wanting to show more of Sarah's detective side of things. Because I always say she's a detective in training, but I've never shown her detective stuff, like her detective skills and everything else. So that's what this here is for. It's not just about like serious crimes and stuff, um but also, maybe even goofy, like cases and stuff, or even just like everyday, hey, this is what's happening with the Chaotix and Sarah type thing. Because, I just thought it would be fun, and to kind of show the interactions between those guys. Um, for the Chaotic Side series, uh, what you call it, the Chaotic Side series, basically it's going to have everyone that were in the comics, the games, like basically a big mix of all of it. Some of the older members are going to come back, like at least once in a while. But the main cast is Sarah, Vector, Charmy, and Espio. Um, and they will like figure out crimes and everything. I even have a really funny one or two parter for maybe the second and third episode. I'm not sure. But yeah, I definitely have that planned. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Um, let's see. I'm gonna read the chat really quickly. But yeah, definitely hope you guys are looking forward to that because I've been wanting to show Sarah's more detective side of things. Some of the cases might be a little bit more serious than others. So just letting you guys know that. And let's see. And as well as speaking of the chaotics, now, I'm considering if whether or not this will be an AU or not. For right now, it's going to be considered an AU. Things can change. But as an alternate universe type scenario, we're going to see another little what if kind of thing with Art Sarah. Like, it's going to be something in and of itself, away from her own continuity going on with, like, um, actually, it's a little bit hard to explain right now without giving spoilers. But if you see like Art Sarah AU or something, that in itself is different from the mainline stuff that I'm going to be planning with her. Um, so yeah, that I wanted to give a little update on that. Um, hi Sarah, can Sonica and Alex play Would You Rather? Well, I know since Darkbox plays Alex, he is recovering from sickness, I believe. So I'm giving him time to recover, and if he's ever up for it, I'd be more than happy to. Either whether it be Would You Rather or anything else. Because I would like to bring those two back. I do miss a lot. I do miss a lot bringing those two back. They're one of my favorites, favorite ships, so. Also, um, I did see something up here. I think it was, please more Phantom X Sarah. Well, funny enough, I do plan that. Um, since, uh, also Darkbox also plays Phantom, I'm gonna let him recover. Um, and so, it might be a bit before then, but I do plan to bring back Phantom, and actually not just Phantom and Sarah stuff, but Phantom in general, because let's just say there's gonna be some videos that are gonna be interesting with him, and we're gonna bring back Remington too. Remington. I love doing his voice. Let's just say for Remington, if you saw the video with the Red Wolf who, met Phantom and was a spoiled brat, he's coming back, and I'm gonna tell you this. I have a lot planned for him too. A lot planned. So, hope you guys look forward to that. Alright, let's see. Alright, I believe I might have caught up a little bit. Also, I'm gonna check Discord on the side really quickly. Doo-doo-doo. All right, I'll have to answer Discord after the stream. So, yee. Let's see. Uh, I would like to ask, please do not repeat comments or questions, and I do apologize if I'm unable to upload certain videos fast. I would just like to take my time to be able to, make sure to get everything, organized and well thought out before recording. So, to Sarah, will Art Sarah meet Remington the Wolf? Oh boy, that would be very interesting indeed. I know, as a small spoiler, don't worry, it's not a bad one. Uh, Detective Sarah will definitely meet him because, Phantom and Sarah are close, so he's bound to meet her. But Art Sarah, that would be interesting. He might. But he'll definitely meet Detective Sarah. He'll be meeting a lot of people, honestly, including a certain green girl. I mean, what? Sorry, it's just I like to tease you guys a little bit, especially for those who's been waiting on certain characters. So, good question. What has Sonica EXE been up to? Honestly, I'm not sure. I've kind of been waiting on being able to use her again, so I'm probably gonna think of my own stuff to put on my channel, but I'm not sure exactly what to do with her at the moment. Um, that is a tough one, honestly. Uh, see, some characters are a little bit harder than others to think of, like what I can do with them or what I'm allowed to do with them. So I'm just kind of trying to think and make sure I don't overstep like what I can do with the characters, but also I want to make it interesting. And yeah. I do apologize though if you see any EXE content from me and the EXEs do not have filters on them. I sadly do not have the ability to have voice mod, and I can't really record it to where my voice is separate to be able to do that. So I do apologize. Uh, I can only try my best with just voicing her without it, so yeah. Let's see. Do. My chat just hold on. Um, is Speedy Blue going to still play Phantom? Yep, yes he will. As long as he wants to keep going at it, he's more than welcome to. Like I am perfectly fine whether someone wants to stay or to leave or whatever. I don't I will never force someone to stay into a role. Um, But yeah, if he still wants to be up for it, yeah, I would definitely love to have him as Phantom still. He plays an amazing Phantom, honestly. Like he plays his character right, sometimes even better than I direct it. Like, oh, this is how Phantom would, react. And he's like, oh, I got something perfect for that, and then he would do it. I'm like, yes. So he knows him very well, honestly, and I'm like, that is perfect, and the voice very much fits as well. So, um. Yeah, he does an amazing Phantom, honestly, and as long as he's willing to play him, then he can stay Phantom as long as he would like to. Now, I do get backups sometimes, just in case he gets like busy or sick, or maybe he's not motivated for the role, because I get it. I'm starting to get a lot of backups just in case. It's always good to have backups. Okay, let me try to catch up here. I will say this: there will be a video I'm hoping to do in the future where Phantom and Fanta reunite because they actually know each other. They're gonna probably hang out a little bit. At least that's what I plan. So yeah, get to see those two interact. So that'd be interesting. Let's see. What are your plans for when you hit 13K? Oh boy. Honestly, I've been meaning to do something special for all the times I've hit a big milestone. Just I haven't been able to. But 13K, that is a big number. And honestly, I really do actually want to do something big and special or something for it because I feel like I haven't done anything too special for my milestones. For that, I'm not sure. I will have to think about it, but most likely Tails will be hosting it because, well, he's the main guy of the channel. Um, whether it be a stream, a special video, or something else, I do hope to make it big. So if anyone has any ideas, feel free. But in the meantime, I will definitely be thinking about it. Actually, now that I think about it, um, I might do a recording since I can't stream VR chat myself, but if someone else is willing or comfortable with it to help me stream this, I might either do a recording or a stream, maybe meeting fans in VR chat. Um, if not that, maybe something else, maybe with my supporters, like try to get you guys involved. I think that would honestly be really cool. Like I might be shy and awkward and stuff to talk to, but I do like meeting new people, so oop, my chat keeps glitching. Oopsie. Yes, the Mayhem arc will continue, and believe me, I am hoping it's going to be great. Actually, the reason it's been on hold for a little bit is, well, because of certain things going on that's been distracting me, and I have been going for my own like physical sickness, which I'm okay now. It's just for a while there, I was feeling kind of sick with my throat and other things and stuff, having to go to the doctors and stuff, um, and also, I am, let's just say, shout out to, I don't know if he wants me to use his name, so I'm just gonna say to Scourge the Hedgehog. Um, like he's helping me with, let's say a model, a mayhem model. So you'll get to see an update. But I'm giving him all the time he needs, no rushes or anything. So it'll give me time to prepare for my arc. And yeah, so we'll get to see a lot of different interactions, different characters. We'll get to see what she goes through. So it will definitely be continuing. I do apologize that it's been a while, but yeah, we'll definitely be able to see that. I promise. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, at least I'm not alone of being shy. Yeah, trust me, once someone gets to know me and I feel comfortable, I get talkative. Like very talkative. You see how talkative I am on stream? Well, that's because I'm kind of just talking on my own, but I can get talkative or I can be as quiet as a mouse. So, oh boy. Sarah, what was the funniest video you've done? Also, thanks for everything you've done for the Sonic YouTube community. I'm proud of you for doing what you love and never giving up. Love you, pal. Thank you, KJ. Honestly, the funniest video, I can't even tell you because there's been so many and they have been such great memories. That's honestly some of the best moments in my life is when just being able to hang out, have fun, and just laugh about it. A lot of the videos that were really funny, where it was even tough to stay in character, would have to be most of the videos with Jules, the one who does the Shadow the Hedgehog channel. I it's so hard keeping in character, but that's what makes it fun. Especially when I think Sonica, when she was in her old simp mode and whatnot, uh, like went super and would chase down Shadow. That that was one of my favorites. The stuff with Nazra and Shadow. Um, a lot of those. One of my favorite ones as well to look back on that always gets me laughing was the old video I did on my channel where Sonica and Alex went on a date at what was it, Olive Garden, and had Italian Spider-Man, and just all the other random stuff that happened. Like any videos that have like bloopers in it as well is just so fun. Bloopers are great. If you can enjoy having fun doing a video and just hanging out, that's the fun part right there. Being able to enjoy what you're doing. And yeah, honestly, I can't even pick the funniest because they're all pretty fun, and pretty funny. So, and also, hey, if I've done anything good in the Sonic community, I'm happy. I'm happy that it can be recognized as that, and I would love to do more, honestly, be able to do more for the community and to still be that positive kind of person in the community. So I really appreciate those words of kindness there, KJ. Thank you. What inspired you to do Mayhem Arc? To do the Mayhem Arc? See, when you think of an anti, and this is no offense to anyone, but usually antis are your typical, drinking, wanting, I'll just put it as some fun, um, swearing, yelling, being the bad guy kind of thing. And I was like, yes, Mayhem is opposite of, well, me or my character. So she is going to be a bad girl, but at the same time, I made her a little bit different because she actually does have a heart. It's just she's kind of masking it. She's kind of it's like a facade or however you say that word. And I was like, one big thing about her is she's unloyal. And I'm like, I like to put lessons into my videos sometimes as well, and it kind of shows what unloyalty can bring, what it can do, and why being loyal is very, a good thing. What kind of hardships can come from it. And usually antis are very loyal, usually. Not all of them, because I do know a few who has loyal ones, but it's not very common. And I'm like, for this arc, I wanted to show Mayhem in a more, hey, she's not just this way. She's not just your typical anti. Like, I wanted to show something, like a different side of her that you don't usually see. Actually put her through a struggle while doing her usual acts of like cheating and flirting around and stuff like that, and what kind of consequences she gets. Because, you don't really get to see an arc such as that. Usually the arcs is about fighting some big villain or something like that, and I'm like, why not have an arc that is a little bit more closer to home, something more grounded, something more relatable, something that kind of teaches a lesson. And that's kind of where I get my ideas for my arcs a lot of times. So, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, good question. Are you going to make a video where Manic meets Manica? I do hope to do that. I really do. Um, I did make a Manica model because I don't know if I'm allowed to use the one model I have in mine as a placement holder. I don't know if the creator would allow that, but if not, I did make myself a model. I would just need to get that maybe rigged and stuff. But whether VR chat or not, I do hope to do that if my buddy Red is up for it. So, yeah, I do plan to do that in the future. I'm trying to brush up on my Manica's voice a little bit, 'cause I'll be honest, Discord and stuff like that does not do me justice on the voice, because I notice when other people record my voice sometimes it does not sound good over Discord as good as it should sound. So yeah, hopefully in the future I plan to have that as a video. Let's see. Do, do, do. Ooh, what if Nazra meets Fleetway Sonica? Now that would be a bit tricky since I would have to switch between voices, but I do know someone who could probably pull off a good Nazra if I decided to have someone back up Nazra for me. That would be a very good interaction because yeah, they would probably have beef if I'm being honest. And that is one person I do want to bring back, Fleetway Sonica. I want to bring back a lot of characters I haven't got to play, including Blaze. I have not had Blaze on the channel yet, and I've been meaning to get back to her. So, um, what advice would you have for someone that wants to create their own VRChat roleplay? Depending if it's like for YouTube or non-YouTube stuff, either way, YouTube or non-YouTube, if it's just like for fun, most important thing is to have fun with it. That's the most important thing. It should never have to feel like a chore. It should never have to feel like it's something you have to do and it's not something you want to do. Like let yourself have the motivation. You know, like try not to force it, just go with the flow and have fun with it. Like sure you can have a story to it or like, have certain events planned, you can plan that out. That's perfectly fine. But the most important thing is having fun. And when it comes to like doing voices, let's say if it was like a video, because technically in a video, you're technically role playing, just you might have a story set or you're showing it on the internet. Basically, if it comes with voices, it's hard to get that confident, yes, that confidence that you need, yes. Trust me, I've had a lot of confidence I had to build up, but I learned over time it doesn't matter what other people think. It matters that you're having fun with it and you enjoy it and that you're doing your best. And there's always room for improvement. My Tails voice used to sound like, "Hey guys, my name is Tails, Miles Tails Prower." Now it's like this. "Hey guys, my name is Tails, Miles Tails Prower." I can't do it right now because I had coffee. I'm so sorry. But you get what I mean. It's a lot higher, more gritty. It sounds more like Tails. It doesn't sound the best today, but I have my days. Which is also why I don't always get to record my videos because sometimes, some days, my voice isn't the best. Um, so when it comes to doing role plays or videos or whatever it might be, just have fun with it. That's the most important thing. Just have fun with it, go with the flow, and if you have ideas, put them into action. Just like have like a general idea. It doesn't always have to be scripted to a T. Like just have like a general idea, like, okay, so and so's doing this with so and so and so and so, and then kind of like go from there. And you never know, you might spark more ideas along the way. It's all about having fun, honestly. That's my best advice, anyways. So, all right, let me see. I might have accidentally skipped a few. And I'm sorry if my voice was loud, by the way. I do not know how loud my headphones are. I know they do block out uh some voices of mine, so yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Question for Sarah. What's your favorite Tales voice actors do you like? Um, I can't really remember their names, but I can tell you where they're from, like of like what content they're in. I have to always say that my inspiration for my tales came from the more kind of like higher pitched tales from like Sonic X. Don't get me wrong, I love Colleen. Her tales is very good, but I don't know why. the Sonic X VAs always stick with me. They always do. They're Knuckles is VA, SPOs, Vectors, everyone's from there, especially Sonic. Jason Griffith is my favorite. But everyone from there, just they were always my favorite, including Tails. Don't get me wrong, I love all the other Tails VAs, but just something about that one is my favorite. Like I it is, but I do enjoy it. But whenever I do Tails, I do try to make his voice sound a little bit more male like because yes, they were voiced by females, like the Tails, from Sonic X, the games or wherever. But I like to actually show more, you know, of a male voice, kind of, if I'm able to. Sometimes my days I'm unable to, but if I'm able to, I make it a little bit more, you know, the show like, hey, I'm a female voicing him, yes, but I can still make him sound more male. So, because he's a young boy, so. Yee. All right, let's see. Do do. Um, Sarah, when will Cool Shadina be back? I'm not sure exactly when, but I do have ideas in mind for her though. Like I plan to have her and Sonica interact, her and hopefully one day have her and Shadow interact if possible. Even if it's not Jules or Shadow, if it's just any Shadow, like anyone who's willing, really. Have her and Shadow, maybe her and Night Shadina. I have plans for her. So, and she did interact with Phantom before. She might interact with him again. Just as an idea though. Let's see. Also, I'm not exactly sure how long the stream went on for. My phone won't let me look at the stream, sadly, but um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone. But oh, actually, never mind. I guess it is gonna let me see it. Um, how long have I been going? Oh, right. Oh, wow. Already over an hour. Oh, well. All right. Let me see. Um, let's see. Sarah, do you know that Scourge and Surge are more inspired by James Dean, Marlon Brando, and Reverse Flash than by Ashura? And do you know that antis are based on the Reverse Flash concept? Huh. Actually, I didn't know that. I really didn't. That's actually really interesting to hear and know. Hmm. Oh, and speaking of Surge, I do plan to bring her on the channel too. I just haven't been able to, because I did voice Surge once, when it was Surge versus Dragon. So that was fun to do. I had to get back her voice though, because I believe I've lost some voices after not being able to do them for so long. So I do apologize if my voices aren't the best in upcoming videos, because it's been so long. And that's another thing. If anyone ever wants to practice voices, um, practice makes perfect. It really does matter on practice because it doesn't just happen in the blink of an eye to get something down, and unless you just get the voice like that. Sometimes it happens. Like Nazra, she took over a year or more to develop, not just in concept of design, but in her voice as well. And I believe I might have been losing that a little bit, and so I had to keep doing her voice to make sure it's perfect. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, True Blue. Hope you have a good night. And anyone else who may have hopped off, hope you all have a good night as well. I know it is kind of late, so I do apologize. Let's see. Let's see. Sarah, will you and Phantom do a collab with Jules Shadow sometime? I would honestly love that, but that is completely up to Jules, honestly, because he might have other things planned, and uh, not everyone's always up for meeting OCs, and I'm not saying yay or nay to any of that, but yeah, it's completely up to him, and if Dark Box is up for it, because he plays Phantom, completely up to them, honestly. But me, I'd be more than down. So, hmm, let's see. Well, the Scourge slash Surge and Reverse Flash comparison are good because the three are evil doubles of the protagonists. They've basically protagonists with morality flip, and the three are total edgelords. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But that's pretty cool, honestly. Hmm. Well, thanks for letting me know that, because yeah, that's something I honestly did not know. Um, hey, have you ever thought of bringing Sally Acorn to your channel? Not really, except for the only Sally I really had in mind was um, the Sally from Sarah's home world, because she doesn't come from the modern zone; she comes from her own zone. But basically, I wanted to show Sally in that world more specifically because let's just say Blaze and Sally from her world do not get along with her. They don't really like her, but other than that, if I were to bring Sally on the channel, if I'm being honest, I've been wanting to do Bunny Rabbit for a long while and bring her on the channel. I know I'm not casted as like any modern version of her, but I would just like to give a hand at doing her, whether it's like a one-off or something like that, because I do love doing my country accents, you know. So yeah, you never know. I might start doing one-off videos that aren't really like canon to anything of my channel, so you will probably see more like Sally and other characters more on the Multi-Zone Mania channel, because that will have more of the like all kinds of things with the Sonic characters more so. So yeah. Sarah, do you plan on joining the next Drunk Eggman live stream? Honestly, I'm not exactly sure when I'm able to join any of those live streams. Like I know I'm in a server, but that's completely up to Empire really if of who's able and who's not to join those live streams. I've been pretty busy anyways, and usually streams like that are late, I think. Depending on how late streams are, I can or cannot join. Sometimes it gets too late and then it's too loud for my parents. So yeah, it really all depends on on certain circumstances. Ah, very good question. So Sarah, what inspired you to bring Remington the Wolf to life? Well, funny you say that. He's one of my favorite characters, I'll be honest. He's so fun to play, even if he's the kind of guy you just hate, He's so annoying. It's because I was like, it it would be so funny to have like when you think about it, he's going to be an antagonist to Phantom. We can already tell that because they don't get along at all. I was like, why is the antagonist always someone who's super serious and this big strong enemy? It's like, why not just have a seemingly normal Mobian who just is so annoying and does not get along with Phantom because he can't get his way to the point he tries to be enemies. Like, he's a normal Mobian, just this random guy no one knows. He's not some big powerful this or that. He's just a normal guy. It's like you never see that. So I figured it'd be fresh, it'd be new, and I thought he would be funny. all the villains you see or antagonists are usually very serious or something like that. But I was like, let's have someone funny. Someone kind of you can't really take too seriously, throw in some humor. Honestly, that's what I want to do more of. Throw in some humor, get get something more new and interesting and fresh. And for Remington, I also got inspired to do him because, well, I like playing Xena with her like whole stuck up kind of like, like oh no, my nails kind of attitude, or oh no, my hair, she thinks she's so good looking and all that, I was like, I don't know. When I play Remington, I get that same vibe, which is so fun to play Xena with, but with him, it's like the male variant almost. And so playing him, it's like, yes, these shoes are not perfect. Like I get to be kind of like Xena, but more with a deeper voice, which is a little easier on me, if I'm being honest. And for Remington, I can be as ridiculous and funny and cringe as possible and have fun with it. That's why I made Remington. I want to give you guys a laugh, give myself a laugh, be humorous, and, you know, bring in a character that you don't normally see for an antagonist. And another thing, I got a little inspired by, if you guys remember Remy Buxaplenty, and by the way, the name was a coincidence with Remy, because Remy Buxaplenty comes from the Fairly Odd Parents, and he kind of has a stuck-up rich boy attitude with a similar voice, which is kind of where I got my voice from. And he's also inspired off of Princess Morbucks from the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah. So put those two together and you got Remington, basically. And I just figured he would have been an interesting character, honestly. So, but believe me, that's not all to his character. I have lots planned for him in the future. A lot. I love your bunny rabbit voice. It's especially because you have a great southern accent. Thank you, KJ. Honestly, I had a lot of fun playing Bunny Rabbit on the Speedy Blue channel that one time. And believe it or not, that was like a last minute like, "Hey, are you interested to play this?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" So, honestly, I had to do the voice like I had to practice the voice last minute, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out, honestly. That's what makes me want to do her again, honestly, because I really had fun playing it the first time. So, who will be voicing the Jerk Sonic from Sarah's World, or is that a spoiler? Well, I mean, who voices him shouldn't be really a spoiler, but I do have a few VAs for him just in case. But the main VA at this point is Chilled. Um, like I do have backups in case he gets busy or is unable to, or something like that. But for right now, it's chilled. So yeah, expect to see some interesting stuff with Jerk Sonic. So, oh yeah, we won't just be seeing him when Sarah goes back to her world. We'll be seeing him in other scenarios too, but I won't spoil anything. Oh yeah, before I forget, by the way, I believe it's the 16th. Someone brought this up to me. Uh, I believe it's the 16th of October. I could be wrong. It's Tails' birthday, and if I'm able to stream that day, I will. So, keep an eye out for that. All right, let me. Um, Hi, Sarah. Do you remember about Tails and Sonic Pals? Yes, I do. It's been a while since I've actually watched their content, but I'm still subscribed, of course, because I do enjoy their stuff and love the voice impressions, by the way. Like, that was also actually one inspiration that got me into voicing Tails as well, because I was like, yo, this would be fun to voice Tails. Like, it was just one of my inspirations, honestly. But yeah, I definitely remember them. And from what I've heard, because I'm not I'm not directly friends with them, but I have spoke once with them because I asked if I could react to their videos, which I never got to do yet, but they were very nice. And from what I've heard, um, from what I've also heard from others, very nice people. And honestly, hope they're doing well. Um, Sarah, could you play the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog game? Honestly, I would love to. I would have to think of how and when I could do that because here's the thing. Playing games on the computer is kind of hard, especially for me to record it, purely because there would be a lot of background noise. My family's always downstairs. It's always yelling, whistling, talking, listening to political stuff. But yeah, I can't do stuff downstairs, sadly. But if I ever get the chance to, if I ever can figure out how to do it, I would love to do that. Because I do like that game. Some of the mini games I'm kind of stuck on. But um, yeah, I would love to play that. And honestly, if I can manage, I would even play Frontiers. I would love to play Frontiers. I am just saying that right now. So yeah, I did as well, KJ. I did as well. But see, it seems like the internet is always full of like different information, honestly. So it's kind of hard to tell what's true, what's not, So whether it takes place in October or November, either way, I would love to do Tails' birthday. So yeah, because trust me, even I'm confused. Like, which day is it? So I do apologize if it's a bit confusing on which day that is. So all right, I'm gonna check how long I've been going for. Because honestly, I'm just having fun, just chatting with everyone and just having fun streaming and stuff. So yeah. Also, I do remember a while ago I put up a trailer for the Metamobia stuff. I will get back to that, I promise. I'm just haven't been able to yet. But I promise you I will do that at some point. There's just like a lot that I have planned and a lot to get done, so yeah. All right, catch you later, mate, though. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let me see if I missed anything. Do. Hey, Sarah, you play Sonic Superstars? I don't believe the game is out yet, but I am interested in maybe trying to get it. The reason why? My boy Fang is in there. Let's go. Like I'm sorry. I just love the hooligans. I want to see them more, and I wish they were in more Sonic games. Like not just a classic either. I honestly wish that they would become like I don't know, either like I wish they would actually become mainline antagonists at some point. Even if it's just one game. Just give me one modern game. Like I would be happy. I guess. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't cut off my stream because I accidentally almost exited the studio. Oops. But I do hope that we can get Fang, Bark, Bean, and all them back, honestly, and because they're some of my favorites. I'm the kind of person who likes the underrated stuff, the underrated, underused, underappreciated. I don't know. There's some of my favorites, to be honest. Which is actually another reason why I'm doing the Chaotic Side series. Like, sure, the Chaotics show up a good amount of the time, but I feel like they need more spotlight, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. Love all your videos, and all your videos are inspirational and awesome. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad I can be an inspiration. Like that's just something I really want to be as an inspiration, if anything, because it just feels good. It's nice. I want to be able to, you know, help others be able to get out and express their creativity and their ideas. Let's see. Could you tell us more backstory about the good counterparts of Tails EXE and Sarah EXE? Maybe a little bit, because I might reveal some of that stuff at a later date. But so basically, I do want to clear something up when it comes to Tails EXE, Sarah EXE, Shadow EXE, all them EXEs from that world. They're not real actual EXEs. They're more corrupt. They look like EXE. Yeah, sorry, tongue twister. They look more like EXEs. They act like they have powers like EXEs, but they're not actual EXEs. Here's what I mean. They're not undead. Um they're not like brought back to life. They're not entities. They're not demonic. They're not any of that. Basically how I went about it was now again, I don't want to spoil everything because I might do a backstory thing as to like how this will happen. But I will say this, there was a real Sonic EXE that was actually like, you know, possessed or something. But the Sarah of that world saved that world. Again, I'm not going to reveal everything, but she basically saved the world and got corrupted in the process. But before she could fully be turned into a full-fledged EXE, she saved herself. So she didn't actually die. She just got kind of like transformed, and well, she can't really reverse the effects. Um, and so uh, basically, when actual EXEs invade their world and try to harm people, she's like, the only way we're going to be able to stop these guys is if we have the same abilities and powers and everything as, those guys. Because we're not strong enough in our base forms. And so anyone willing to help, like, fight against them, willingly would ask her to corrupt them the way that she was corrupted. And as much as she hates doing it, if it's for the greater good, she allows it. It's like, hey, whoever's willing, she won't force it on anyone. She's like, only if you want to, okay, but I won't force anyone to join forces with me to do this. So anyone you see that's like corrupted like her, that looks like an EXE, that those people were willing. So like Shadow EXE, Tails EXE, all them. Um, and so that's actually why they're good as well, and why they are actual EXE slayers, because that's their purpose. They want to protect the world and other worlds from actual EXEs. Um, that's the best I can explain for right now without revealing too much. Now, Sarah EXE is looking for her own world's Sark. Um, if anyone caught on in the video, or the videos with Tails EXE, he kind of explains how Sark was trying to make a cure. Basically, he was pretty smart and he was trying to make a cure. He was able to restore himself, but then something happened to the cure and he wasn't able to, I guess, find out how to bring it back or how to remake it, because let's just say his lab got stormed and destroyed by actual EXEs. So he's the only one who's like restored at this point. So we call him Restored Sark because he has like normal eyes and everything. He doesn't look like an EXE. So but yeah, we might see him in the future. So, okay, so it is October 16th. All right, well, thank you for letting me know. Because, yeah, I can be a bit indecisive of when, so if I do it on the 16th, then that's good. So, I'm planning it to be a VR chat stream, but if that doesn't work out, I might do either a Q&A or something else. So, yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. So EXE and the other EXE kind of remind me of Nezuko from Demon Slayer in a way. Hmm, that's actually pretty interesting because I've actually never seen Demon Slayer, honestly. But if that's kind of like what they're like, that actually sounds interesting to me. I'd actually be interested in checking it out, honestly. Hmm. Hey Sarah, you play Sonic Frontiers? Yes, I do. Now I haven't completed the game just yet. I was struggling on a few things. I'm not the best gamer out there. But but yeah, I've played it and honestly, one of my favorite Sonic games by far. Oh yeah, definitely. Um I would have to say the only thing that I have the biggest gripe with, at least I haven't really played much of the updates, so I don't know if they changed this or not. My only gripe is that you can't really play the boss battles whenever you want. You have to have save files on those. Um, but yeah, that's my only gripe. Because actually, I had a lot of fun with the boss battles. They get your adrenaline going and they're really fun and yeah. So, hmm. Let's see. How would Sarah feel if she met SpongeBob? Well, honestly, she would probably be very annoyed and like, oi, why? She'd be like, man, you and my little brother are so hyper and random. You guys would probably get along. But yeah, I would say she would most likely get along with Sandy more than anyone. So, hmm. Will you ever do any fan dub comics? Like, what kind of comics exactly? Like, is it like just any comic or because I will say this, there are a few comics made uh like by fans and stuff, and I had got their permissions to dub them, but the ones I've asked to help me dub them never gave in any lines. So I am either still gonna wait or have to find someone else. But there were a few comics I wanted dubbed, some redubbed from the past that I used to have on the channel for reasons. But um if I can get those redubbed, I will. Uh and I do plan to do kind of like what I had planned with that Halloween IDW comic. I do want to do some of the IDW ones. Uh, and if not that, maybe some other fan comics. Just haven't been able to do those yet. Um, but yeah, and I'm always open to hearing about certain comics I could do because I do struggle a little bit finding certain comics like for certain characters I would like to voice um honestly, I wish I could find some comics that had Tails in it more, but not too big of comics that have to involve a lot of people. Like, that's not to be rude. It's just, something more simple and has, something fun to dub. That's not going to take a lot of work. Because I would like to do both big and small comics, honestly. So, they are a little bit tricky to find. Let's see. Hi, Sarah. Will Sonica and Alex be together? Well, as a couple, they are already together, but I definitely do need to do more videos with them, which I'm hoping to do eventually. But again, I want to give my buddy Dark Fox some time to um to heal up and stuff because I think he's still recovering from sickness. Hmm. Sarah, if you want to dub a comic, I suggest Sonic Adventure 2.5 Alpha, an official Sonic Milestone comic. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Huh. I'll have to check that out, honestly. Hmm. Let's see. All right, let me check at the time because I know it's getting kind of late on my end. It's 11:40. I think I'll go for just a little bit longer because I'm pretty sure my family is about to. Oop, I hope I didn't cut off my stream. Anyways, my family's about to head to bed, so I will just be on here for a little bit longer, at least until maybe 12 my time, which is in a few minutes. So, yeah. I'm just trying to think now if I've missed anything. Um, 'Cause I know I gave a few updates about like the side series, the AU, which by the way, the whole Art Center AU, I will give a hint as to what that is. The AU with Art Sarah may include a certain alternate ship, but I won't spoil what that is. I like to keep you guys guessing a little bit, so. Hmm. Oop, let me look at chat really quickly. Bye, Sarah. See you from Monday, Tails' birthday. Have a good night, Thomas. Thank you for coming to the stream. And yeah, if you guys are gonna keep a lookout for the Tails birthday stream, which I hope to be able to do, then I'll see you guys then when we get there. I am gonna stay on this stream right now for until like 12 a.m. So if you guys have any further questions or anything else like that, please let me know. Let's see. Has Dragon ever met Tails? I would love to see more of Sailor Peace and Tails. Um, yes, Dragon has met Tails. Tails has even helped in like some adventures. Uh, and for Sailor Peace, oh wait, yeah, there was one video like where Tails had interacted, so I do remember that. Those were not featured on this channel, however. But I do plan to put more on my channel if I'm able to record my perspective, if I do more with others. I do want to do more recordings with like with Peace and stuff because it's been a while since we have. And yeah, it's just I had to get back that motivation and stuff, and I think I'm slowly getting back to it. So I just have to kind of pace myself and um be able to plan some stuff out. So, let me see. I have planned on doing a Zone Cop Sarah. I have planned on it. I just haven't got to do that yet. But Dragon have yeah, I can't speak today. Me and Dragon have never talked about a Zagon or however you would say that. Uh, Dragon. I can't say it. But we've never discussed that. But I have thought of a Zera and even a Zazo. Yes, Nazo would be Zazo. Um, or some other character from like the Zone Cops. Like I've thought of those, but we've never discussed a Zagan. That's completely up to him. So yeah. All right. Masquerade Ola the cat. Thank you so much for coming by to the stream. Hope you have a good night and have good yeah. Sorry, can't speak today. Hope you have a good time at work tomorrow. Hope it goes well. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. So, yes, and hopefully you get a lot of rest for tonight. I honestly really do appreciate everyone coming to the stream. It really means a lot, especially since I haven't been exactly, like been on the channel too much, doing things. So, yeah. Oh, definitely, Andy. You're more than welcome to help out wherever you want and whenever you can. And hey, I'm always open for having anyone help out. So, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the offer. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Hey, hey, Scourge. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to say like, your name, so I'm just gonna call you Scourge. So, yeah. How's it going, man? Well, they're saying your name in the chat. Well, hey, Rick, what's up? Um, I don't know anything really about the Bandicoot games. I don't even know who Coco is, so sadly, I don't think I'll be able to, or at least not at this time. Uh, yeah, I don't really know the characters too well, or even the franchise that much. Reacting to Sonic What Ifs, depends on what it is. Like depending on like maybe what the content is like. And also when it comes to like reacting to stuff, I gotta make sure it's not something that will get claimed or something like that. Reaction videos can be a bit tricky. Kind of like that one time I did a reaction video to what was it? I forgot the channel now. It's been a while since I watched it, but that one channel where it's like the characters verse each other, like where Cool Shady and I reacted to that. I can't remember what that was. It was like some kind of battle channel. But yeah, I couldn't show or put any audio in, or else it would have been claimed. So that's why I just had Shadina's plain reaction. I might have to do that again if it calls for that. But if not, if it doesn't get claimed, then yeah, I'd be more than happy to do more reaction videos. Uh, I know we still got some stuff planned, including the Tails recruitment video. Oh, definitely, most definitely. Yeah, honestly, I really need to bring back Tails. Like, he's the main guy of the channel, and I'm trying to get all this OC stuff out of the way so I can actually get back to that stuff. But yeah, definitely. Like, and honestly, Chris, thank you so much for like letting Chris be, yeah, letting Tails be a part of that. I cannot speak today. Letting Tails be a part of that because the boy definitely needs more recognition. So, yeah. Ah, right. Death Battle. That's what it was. It's been so long, I forgot the name of it. Yeah. I can't believe I forgot the name. But yeah. Yeah, if it's anything Death Battle, I cannot show it or show the audio, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. I do know if I ever react to Tails and Sonic Pals, because they did give permission back then, as long as I give credit and stuff, I think I'm good, so I can show that. So if I ever get to those reactions, yeah, I'll definitely do that at least. Um, I know we still have plans for Chocola and Tails meeting each other. Oh, definitely. That would be some funny shenanigans right there. Oh yeah, we have a lot planned, honestly. I still have yet to get it done. Let's see. Sarah, do you like The Amazing World of Gumball in a cartoon? Uh, it never really caught my interest. I've never really cared too much for it. I'm more of the older classic Cartoon Network kind of stuff, and Nickelodeon too, like Conan Kid Next Door and some of the other classics. Even the Powerpuff Girls, the original, not the reboot. I don't like the reboot. And I'm just talking about like childhood stuff of what I used to watch. I don't really watch too much TV anymore. I just more so binge watch on YouTube. So. Um, but yeah, more of the classic stuff. Like, um, I can't even remember some of the classics. It's been so long. So yeah. What's your opinion on Halloween? I know you're a Christian like me, but I'm curious. I don't really care for it for personal reasons. Honestly, I don't really care for it for personal reasons either, especially in regards to Christianity. But I will say this: I used to, like dress up and stuff like that, and used to go trick-or-treating. It was fun, but yeah, when you get older, it's just not the same anymore, you know? Plus, dressing up, they kind of think you're silly, so at least from what I've, encountered and seen from other people and how they react. But um, my favorite part about Halloween, not necessarily the holiday itself, but just the fact that in stores they start getting out my favorite candy, like well, one of my favorite candy, which is the candy corn, and also a lot of pumpkin spice related stuff. That's the only time I like it when it comes around, because all of the seasonal themed foods. I love my pumpkin spice. So yeah, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween. Just I like it when it comes out with the seasonal stuff in stores. Yeah. Oops, sorry, my thing's not working right. All right. Sarah, have you collabed with the Egg Paladin? Paladin, and watched his Dark Age Sonic games aren't bad. I haven't got to see those yet, like those videos. I am subscribed. Uh, but what you call it? We've actually, I don't, have we ever? I don't think we've ever collabed. No. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it if he's ever up for it. Think, I think I've only. Have I met him in VCs? I might have. It was a long time ago, honestly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm always up for, a collab, and if anyone else is like, as long as I'm comfortable and as long as they're comfortable and we know each other well enough, so yeah. But yeah, as of right now, haven't done so yet. Hmm. Sarah, what's it like being a Christian? I'm a member of the Catholic Church, the oldest branch of Christianity. Hmm, that's actually a good question. And if I hope you guys are okay with me answering, I am not ashamed to answer. The best way I can put it for like what it's like to be one, um, for me, I love it. It's very like you can feel very much at peace, especially like with prayer and stuff, especially during very hard times when you feel like you're losing hope. A lot of times it just reminds you that even in the worst of times, good can come out of it. Like, and that was very true recently for myself too. And at the same time, it's not all perfect. Like, like what I mean by that is it can be a struggle being a Christian because there's a lot of judgment, there's a lot of, you know, um, how should I say? There's like a lot of struggles, especially when you have certain things uh, that maybe you either don't agree with or you can't do, or and if you hold strong to those values, which I know I definitely do, a lot of times that can cause friction. And, that's the hardest part. So it can be a struggle, but in my opinion, it's well worth it, to stick to your beliefs no matter what comes from it, whether it's bad or good, because in the end, that's what's the most important is, basically sticking to what's true to you. And, as much as it might be a struggle in the end, it's well worth it, especially if you believe where you might go in the end. You know, like I believe that like if one is saved, they will go to heaven. So if you stick to that, belief, and you know, no matter what hardship you face, that is the most important thing, is to never be swayed by someone else, you know, just because they might not like you or something like that, or like what you believe. It's always important to stick up for what's true and what you believe. So that's the best way I can really put it because I know I'm kind of running low on time, but yee. Oop, sorry about that. My thing's like glitching here. Hello there, Amani White. It has been a while. Yep, that's why I'm doing the stream. I figured, it's been a while. Haven't been on, haven't been streaming. So it was kind of like a spur of the moment kind of thing. I might do more of these where it's like on the spur of the moment. So, so yee. Oop, sorry about that. Yeah, my thing keeps glitching. Hmm. Yeah, neither do I. It's honestly, it hasn't been the same for these past years, especially in my opinion and my experience. Um, and hey, everyone has their own, personal reasons and stuff. So, can't really blame you for that. I'm just glad I'm not alone in that, trust me. So, let's see. Oh, it's actually coming out the 17th? Well, that's good to know because I was not sure when it would come out. For Sonic Superstars, I might get it. I don't know if I'll be able to record it though, but I'll definitely maybe give my thoughts on it. But if I do give my thoughts on it, I will put a spoiler warning. That way, no one will get spoiled, no one will have to worry about that. So, yee. Um, let's see. Sarah, do you like action games? The ones like World of uh, Warships, World of Tanks, etc. I have never played those before, but I do like action games, like where you can like fight. Uh, One reason why I love Sonic is because he's very fast and action-packed. I'm not the biggest fan of platforming. I know Sonic has some platforming, but that's why I like him because it's more of, like the speed and the action and with a little bit of platforming, which I don't mind if it has some of it. I do like action-packed stuff. I do, but I've never played those kinds of games. Um, let's see. I remember back then I used to play um, like some games like there was like this Battleship PC kind of game where it wasn't just like your typical Battleship. You could also play it in 3D where you could like steer the ship and go around, like shooting at the enemy ships or something. So, yeah, I like action games. They're pretty fun. You're a good person, Sarah. I am proud of you for persevering through adversary and hardships. Know that I am praying for you, and if you ever want to talk, I'm here for you, bud. Thank you, KJ. I really do appreciate that, and I do apologize if I haven't been able to answer too many DMs. Just a lot of own reasons of mine, I'm not able to. And plus, I haven't really been on Discord too much. It's mostly like I pop in, pop off kind of thing. I've mostly just been kind of doing my own thing off of Discord and just kind of, you know, trying to focus on other things. So that's kind of maybe why I haven't been on too much and been able to really answer. So I do apologize for that. So, hey, what's up, Cade? Nice of you to stop on by. I'll be streaming a little bit longer, just a few minutes, not too long, because I'm after the 12-minute mark. I mean the 12 a.m. mark. I'm gonna probably call it. So, yeah, nice of you to stop by, man. Sarah, when people take everything as canon regarding Sonic way too far, that reminds me of the term appeal to author facility. fallacy, especially knowing that stuff like Sonic Chronicles aren't canon. Uh, I don't know what WDYT is. Is it? What do you think? If that's what it means, then honestly, I'm not sure. I know some things have its own canonicity, or uh, however the word is. I know it has its own canon to different things, so if it's like a separate canon, that's fine. If it's something that's supposed to be to the main canon, then that's what I consider canon. But if it's like supposed to be its own thing, like I can imagine trying to think of an example. But if it's supposed to have its own canon, then it's its own canon. So honestly, I'm not sure what my thoughts are on that. Honestly, I don't really haven't really ever thought of that. Honestly, hmm. I guess to each their own, though. Question for Sarah: would you do a Halloween scary videos on your channel? I do plan to, but it really all depends if I have the time to get to those. Um, hmm. Sorry for the pause, y'all. I have some hiccups. So, anyways, but basically, it's also if anyone's willing to help me with those videos, and I would have to think up like how exactly to make them scary because I'm not exactly the best at making scary stuff. So if I can think of something, I may do it. So, because I do want to finally get out some spooky content. I didn't get to last year, so yeah. Sarah, do you credit the people who do the voices in your videos? Yes, I do. I always make sure to put in the credits of whoever edited the video, if someone else did it, whoever voiced, whoever body acted. I credit all the music, sound effects. I go crazy with the crediting because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And yeah, so whenever you guys want to see like the credits, always be sure to look in the description of my videos because it'll be right in there to see. And I always link everyone's channels, so if you ever like want to check out someone's channel, they're always in there. So yep, always be sure to credit someone. If you ever like, if anyone's ever a YouTuber, always make sure you credit artists, you credit VAs, body actors, and even someone who helped with third person cameras because everything that someone does goes a long way into helping you create content if that's the case. Because, you know, sure, someone might just be the camera and everyone else is the actors, but that's just as important. So it's always good to give credit to every little thing, to every single person, even the extras in videos, because, you know, everyone's putting forth their effort and their time to help you. So it's always good to credit. So yee. Just a little, just a little tidbit of information or you know, like hey, this is good stuff to do, you know? So, since Halloween is around the world, will there be EXEs returning or no since this is for Sarah? Um, I do plan to, yes. I want to bring the actual Tails EXE, Tails doll. I've been really wanting to do Sonica EXE. I do want to bring those in. I really do. I just have to figure out what to do with them, but I definitely want to do stuff with them. I definitely want to bring them in and definitely want to do content with them, especially for Spooky Month. So, yeah. To Sarah, how is it that you don't credit yourself for doing the voices of your own characters? Uh, I don't really feel like I'm always needing to. I mean, mostly because it's kind of somewhat obvious of who I'm doing, but also, um, uh, I don't know. I just feel like I don't really need to credit myself. I don't know why. I just kind of mostly want to credit everyone else. The only times I'll really credit myself is if like maybe if it's certain art or maybe I don't know, maybe something that I did that I'm proud of, like maybe the effects for a video, or let's say if I did a like a video with two Tails or something, like me as Tails, or no. Let's say if I played a different character and someone else played Tails for me, I would credit them as Tails and then I would credit myself as the other person. That way it wouldn't get confused like, wait, didn't you do Tails? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really thought about that, honestly. I guess I just felt like giving the credit to more of the other people than myself. So, yee. Also, let me check the time really quickly. Um, all right, I have passed the 12-minute mark. I'm not 12-minute mark, 12 a.m. mark, sorry. I will possibly do one or two more questions. Actually, you know what? Let me do five. I'll at least do five. I'll pick them out. I'll pick them out as I go. So this is the last chance for questions, y'all. So you never know. I might do more streams like this, just in case there's anything else that I ever need to address. So yeah, like with the channel. So. Which I will say this, things will come out slowly, but be sure I will definitely try to get content out for y'all. And on the Multi-Zone Mania channel, definitely look out because I do have that one video I'm still working on. Let's see. Do you have any ideas for Thanksgiving videos? Honestly, I haven't thought about it, but I think I do have some ideas in mind. I think I do. I might very well do that because yeah, I think I will actually because I now I'm being sparked with ideas. But yeah, so I might actually do that because I've never really done Thanksgiving ones before, and I think they'd be very wholesome because Thanksgiving. So I might have some that involve Sarah and Phantom, maybe the Menaces, maybe Sonic's family if I'm able to because let's just say I believe I can do a decent Sonya. I would love to give my hand at it if it's like a one-off video of me just playing Sonya for a video. So, yeah. Or I might do that for the Multi-Zone Mania channel actually, because it would make more sense. Because on there, on the Multi-Zone Mania, anyone can voice anyone basically. It's kind of like we're just having fun. Doesn't matter who voices who. So, yeah. Second question. Question: Will you bring the iconic serial killers like Jason or Michael Myers, etc.? Um, maybe, maybe. I mean, it would be interesting to see some of the characters I play interact with them. Yeah, I mean, if I can find someone who knows the lore of those characters well enough to play them, and then like we could just think of an idea and make it spooky, that'd be interesting. I mean, honestly, that would oof, that'd be scary. Just imagine like Detective Sarah running into one of them, considering they're killers and she's a detective. Uh, all right, let's see. Hmm. I'll take at least three more questions. Let's see. Hmm. That's a good one, Andy. Oop, hold on. My chat glitched. There we go. That's a good question. Um, Well, besides Tails, because I already have something planned for him. Um, like if we're talking canon-wise, if we're talking like the main like Sonic characters and not like OCs, um, that's a good question. Arcs. Hmm, maybe. if I could figure out what exactly, maybe something with the gender bends, like Cool Shadina, Sonica, or maybe even a character I haven't got to play too much yet, which is Blaze. Blaze is kind of tricky. She's very stoic, so I'm like, what can she do exactly? I'm very stumped when it comes to Blaze, if I'm being honest. Also, if I'm speaking a little bit quiet, my folks are going to bed, so I'm gonna be ending this here soon after the questions. Um, but when it comes to arcs for the characters, um, I would like to focus on more characters that aren't used too much, if that makes sense. Like, um, uh, maybe some of the underused characters, maybe some, uh, I do know that there will be a bit of a mini arc for Silver. I forgot about that, but let's just say once a certain model is made, you guys will be seeing a very interesting mini arc with Silver. That's all I'll say. So, let's see. Um, okay, so to Sarah, out of all the characters you voice, which characters doesn't get that much love and you were planning to bring back, what would be and why? Oh, that's a good question. Hmm, hmm. That's a very good question. Honestly, hmm. Oh boy, that's a very good question. There's a lot of characters I would love to bring back, whether they're loved or like more than others or not, but if we're talking about who doesn't get as much love, um, hmm, if I voice them, oh boy, that man, you stumped me. It's actually a really good question. Hmm, I don't know. Honestly, I would just love to bring back everyone I've played and even people I haven't played yet. Like even some people I've played for others but haven't played on my channel yet, I would love to also add. Kind of like Manica. I've only ever played her once, and that was on the Speedy Blue channel. I would love to play her here too, and let's see. Um, I know, I know. See, that's a tough one. I do know that Shadina has a lot of love, a lot of fans, but at the same time, whenever it does involve like the gender bends, a lot of times it's the other Shadina, which hey, I am perfectly fine with. I have no problem with that. I am not complaining or anything, trust me. It's just I do wish that she would also be a little bit more, out there as well. Mostly because she is the other half. But yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like if I had to say someone who I would love to be coming back a little bit more, it would definitely be Cool Shadina. Um, but for someone who's, I guess you could say someone who's not um as much doesn't have as much love would probably have to be Xena because I know Xena isn't liked by many, like the actual Xena isn't liked by many. It's understandable why. I mean, she's a villain. She's your typical girl who's very annoying, But despite me not really liking her as a character, she's actually very fun to play because, well, you can make fun of her. But it's just something else that's also like she's not like me. She's different. She's different than my normal personality that you usually see. So it makes it very fun and interesting to play. So yeah, I would say Xena maybe out of all of them has the least love. All right, I'll answer one more question. Hmm. All right. I guess this could be the last one. Sarah, would you meet Rusty Rose someday? Depending on the Character, like if it's like Sarah the Hedgehog, um, maybe it. Hmm. I would have to think about how she would possibly meet her. I might have an idea. But yeah, I mean that would be interesting, honestly, and might even include what's his name again? I think it's the Sonic variant. What's his name? Oof, I forgot what the Sonic variant is that was made by fans. Yeah, maybe have those two meet her. So, because again, she is the sister figure of Sonic. What if she met the Sonic variant too? So, oh boy. So yeah, honestly, that's an interesting idea I might bring up sometime in the future. All right, well, that was the last question. It is after 12. This has been a quite the long stream, but hey, I really enjoyed myself. It was nice, it was chill, it was fun, and I enjoyed a lot of your guys' questions, and I really appreciate it. And so, yeah, I thank you guys for coming, honestly, and I might do more streams like this. You know, they were fun. I got to bring up some stuff I do have planned, and yeah, so hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.